He just, sent one. I was like, oof, there he is. I'm glad I know.
Listen. I only thing I know is I'm hurt. Hurt people hurt people.
Speaking of knowing people, are we live?
Yes,
we are.
Good morning, good afternoon. This is the Experts About Nothing podcast.
Oh, okay.
This is
I'm
the
your
Experts About Nothing podcast. This has not been. This is the Experts About Nothing.
No,
podcast.
I'm ending the show now. This has been the Experts About Nothing podcast. Y'all be safe, be good. We ain't got nothing to talk about except for good things, and good things are that the Eagles are still winning.
Hey, some people say y'all got the refs on y'all side.
Again, so this been the Experts About Nothing podcast. Y'all be safe, be good.
I mean,
no.
Let's go back to baseball. So the Blue Jays. Yeah, so the Blue Jays. Fuck the Dodgers.
Nah. As much as I hate to say it, the Dodgers have the Dodgers, the defending world champs.
Apparently, the world champs again, huh?
The world champs are dodging right now. We're trying to dodge that. We're dodging allegations.
You trying to dodge some allegations.
I just pointed at myself. We are trying to dodge that. All right, we'll get into it. First of all, Brent, how you doing?
You got a cheese field. Yeah.
Hold on. Pause.
Yeah.
There are so many more. I can't. Why do you make me have to defend them? Like this is
first of all, Brent. Now you already know. I mean, you can say what you want to say about the Chiefs, and that's cool. But you already know how many false starts this potential team could have. Apparently,
we get into introductions first. Brent, how are you living?
Well, hold on. Let's
actually
do introductions. Good morning, good afternoon. This is the Experts About Nothing podcast. I'm your host Wesley, and we thank you for joining us for another week. Brent, man, how are you doing?
It's Tuesday. I've been up since like 6:30. Your boy's running on fumes, but we here.
You can tell Brent wired, bro. Hey, Brent's like, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
But he was here on time, Durante. How you doing?
Oh, see, he
was actually early. What's up with you, brother? How you living?
I'm good, bro. I couldn't get my headphones to connect, and I was eating. I was playing Marvel. I ain't gonna lie. You know what? I'll tell the truth. I was playing Marvel Rivals, and I didn't realize what time it was. I looked. I said, "Oh shit! Let me make a quick sandwich and come over here." So I had my camera off. I was scarfing that motherfucker. Now I'm here. Hey, y'all.
By the way, the whole thing with the camera being off, y'all. I just want y'all to understand that was after the show was already supposed to have started.
I know.
I want to make sure they know. At this point,
you know that person that likes putting out people's dirty laundry because they got to make themselves feel good. It's this motherfucker right here. I was late, y'all. All right, I'm sorry. I apologize for my actions. I know what's good in the world, the Eagles. So I'm good. All right,
cool.
Got something good for. I ain't get my first win last week or last Sunday. I got the 6th win. So I'm already we already solidified right now. People out here getting their first win. Congrats, good job, finally. But yeah.
That's a nice deflection. But what were we about to talk about?
Oh, you tell me.
I don't know. Brent was getting on me about defending the Eagles, and I was just saying that
no.
Brent was getting on me about getting on the Eagles. He was about to defend the Eagles,
there you go,
in some form or fashion.
Yes,
and let's pick that back up.
Now listen, first off, the official. Let's be fair, okay? Let's be fair. Two things.
Turn me up in the headphones.
One. The officials are terrible regardless. I don't care what you say. They just bad. They bad. It's awful. You can watch any game. I could give you 5 calls right now. You can squint it and be like, what are they looking at? Okay. Okay. Now, Wes, you might say it's more magnified because when the Chiefs do it, people pick on it. When Philly sometimes is a beneficiary, people pick on it. I'm gonna tell you, I've watched every single Cowboys game this season, much to my chagrin. Including the game we couldn't win, but we couldn't lose.
Yeah, that one.
And there were bad calls both for and against Dallas in every single game. Like calls of I'm looking at them like clearly we're not looking at the same game, ref. The rule book is different, and I mean sometimes they explain it, and the Dean Blandinos of the world will get up there. I be looking like these rules don't make sense. So that's that. That's one. Two. Even if they are a beneficiary of a flag or two, they still beat them by multiple scores on Sunday. So, I mean, they got to put the ball in the end zone. Now, can they get helped on a drive? Sure. Flag here, flag there, help you get a successful drive. But it wasn't like Philly won by 7, right? They won by multiples. Yes, sir.
No, go ahead, keep going. I'm just letting you know it's here.
I mean, I'm just saying. Now, do they do things that they allege that a lot of times the players are lined up in the neutral zone. Okay, that's what they allege. Well, if that's the case, throw the flag pre-snap, because it's very seldom do the Eagles hurry up into the tush push formation. So if you was gonna throw the flag for and listen, the Cowboys got a ton of these on Sunday. Now they didn't show up to play the Broncos, so that was a whole other problem. I told y'all last week, even though I was sick, I told y'all last week that the Cowboys were inconsistent. I was like, can they repeat it 2 weeks in a row? Answer that question was no. They are who we thought they were. They let themselves off the hook. And so I say all that to say this, Wes. The refs know that allegedly they lie. I'm not saying it's true or not, but I'm saying that if the refs know allegedly that they're not all the time, that formation is not a legal formation because some of the people, then why isn't the flag come out pre-snap?
Well,
why did they let them run? Why did they let them run the play?
Brent, part of it is that they also jumping ahead of the snap of the ball. Like that's part of your problem.
You answer the question that Brent just said, because what you said is the same thing.
I'm not calling that part out. I'm not talking about that part.
It's the same thing almost.
No, it's
not. But I mean, that's technically a false start. If you jump early, it's a false start.
Yeah, that's when you should be throwing your flag.
No, but here's the thing, though.
Okay, right. Lined up in the neutral zone. I get it. You're talking neutral zone infractions, but
Well, because technically they're not supposed to be over the ball like that. Now I seen them. Look, they called the flag over the Cowboys because CD lined up. Now I know CD should have been back because technically Ferguson should have been uncovered, right? So they both on the line of scrimmage. But I'm saying if you could catch that as a pre-snap, you mean to tell me y'all can't be like,
hey Brent, look, if you want to throw the Eagles under more fire, you feel free. I was trying to.
I mean, I'm not. But what I'm saying is, I'm highlighting an inconsistency in officiating. They know that it happens. They allege that they are aware of it, right? If it's illegal, okay. Now hold on, you can't blame Philly for that. You can't say, well, okay, Phil. You have to look at the officials. You have to say, okay, officials, why aren't you the game
the officials
in a equal way? But that's the thing. I can't just say, okay, Philly's been. I've seen many teams where I've been on the receiving end of it being negative, but also it being my positive. Go back to week 1. We go Philly and Dallas. All right, they threw Jalen because he spit on Dak, but Dak spit at Jalen. I don't care what Dak say. You don't spit between. I've never played on a professional level, obviously, but I've been in team sports. I've never thought in a huddle to spit in the direction of a teammate. I might lean the other way, something like that. I might walk past a person in the huddle, past them, and then spit down. I'm not spitting between human beings because there's a likelihood I'm gonna spit on my homeboy, and we don't need that kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I go back to week 1 and I'll pick on Dallas. Dak didn't have any repercussions from the stupidity he did.
I agree with that too.
I'm saying we can't just be like, okay, I get what you said, Wes. Okay, Philly but then you could go and I could pinpoint all these random teams that are like, okay, this is inconsistency in officiating.
And I will not be the first to disagree with you on it.
So, I mean, and here's the thing. The other piece is this. Say Philly gets the flags right, it benefits them temporarily. It goes back to my original point. Philly still has to do what? Go down the field and score. They still have to make all the other plays.
Well, it was just 2 other plays after that one that we're talking about in particular. But that's not the end of it.
So what's your argument at the end of the day?
Do
you hate the Eagles? I'll finish it. You hate the Eagles. Next question.
Eagles are getting the treatment that you called out other teams for. And
bro, that's only all right. Wes, can you give me, besides that, can you give me any other flag that we got given? Any other flag?
Hold on.
Any other flag other than some with the tush push? Because that only gets us first downs. Shut up. Nope.
First of all, don't do that. Because let me tell you, I watched y'all do the tush push like 5 times in a row to get a first down when you were like 3 yards
again,
out.
that's the only.
What do you want from me?
That's the only play that is getting a flag thrown for us. I'm asking you, is there anything else, other evidence that you say, oh, that was a little fishy?
Yes, because that is
that situation.
Like Grant said, there are several times where you can question what the refs have going on because there's always some type of a supposed holding penalty and or grounding penalty that they, for whatever reason, just say, no, you know what? Somebody was there.
Okay, so let's go back in that game. No, okay, so let's go back in that game because
well, I didn't watch a full game to talk about it, so I can't really tell you anything. I just brought up what I brought up what the people were talking about.
The people say a lot of things. The people say the Jets shouldn't even be a team no more, but here we are.
No, you say that.
You say a lot of things too. You the only person on God's green earth for 3 games straight would not give one grown man his props. It hurts you. Like it tastes like vinegar even touching your thoughts. You wouldn't give Jalen his props. We'll talk about that later. But what I'm trying to get at is
What we here right now. What we talking about? What we gonna talk about?
Well, I'll get into it in a second. What I'm trying to talk about is you ain't watch our game, but Jackson Dart, that was a fumble. But the ref said, let's give it to him because we gave them one earlier with the fumble from Jalen, which again, you just heard me say it. That was a fumble from Jalen because I was like, ooh, we might get away with one. Because you're not supposed to reach except for over the pylon. First downs do not count. If they didn't blow the whistle to blow dead ball, that was a fumble. But the ref said, yeah, we blew dead ball. So I was like, oh, well, we got one. So it just broke even. That broke even. But the only play that you're talking about, let me back up because Wesley is protecting this. The only play that the people are talking about is the fucking tush push. Everything else has been normal. Like, damn, ref, you didn't see that. Like any other team in the league.
I mean, but anybody else that would have got away with the same thing, they'd be talking about too. No, I know that you are
don't do that because I'm unbiased. Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not do that because I'm unbiased.
What I'm saying is you because they want to ban the tush push and you're hypersensitive about the tush push because you're saying that your team is good regardless.
Hypersensitive is nasty, but all right.
You know,
hypersensitive is nasty. Say to me.
I get it that you believe your team is good without it, and that there's a stupid hyper focus on the tush push, and I don't think it should be because if it's considered a legal play, and then y'all should be able to do it. I mean, they let who was it? Joe Flacco do it. Well, yeah, they let him do it.
Who I watched just do that shit? I think they did it with. Did they do it with Dak?
Well, yeah, but it won't no push. But yes, they attempted to do it. Yes,
somebody else did it this Sunday, and I looked. I was like, they just tried to do the tush push. They just tried it, and it didn't work. Leagues are trying to leagues. Yeah, teams are trying to do it. West for some reason, I don't know why you sound muffled. You sound like you're low. Teams are trying to do it, and am I saying that we're in the wrong for it? Yeah, there's some flags that could be thrown, but as a fan, we're not going to be like, hey, ref, throw that flag. But if they're not catching it, is it our fault that they're not catching it?
I never said it was your fault. I'd say you benefit from the refs sucking.
One more time. One play we benefit from. One play.
Okay. But you admit that you benefit from it. That's all I'm saying.
We don't. It's not like we're purposely like, yeah, the refs ain't calling it.
I think you are, but that's not it. No. I think you recognize. What I'm saying is you recognize as a team the refs ain't calling it, so you keep doing it
for one play.
But wait.
It is a signature play.
But hold on, Wes.
I'm trying to understand Wes is like arguing here because I'm still saying it's one play.
Well, Wes, I gave you examples where different teams do different things that they don't get one. Okay, the only difference that you could categorize here is that the other teams are too stupid. I'm just saying like this. I'm talking about my own team. We're too stupid to replicate the plays that benefit us and get so if you're gonna go that route, Wes, the only thing that you can say about Philadelphia is that They're smart enough to know we'll run the formation and we'll take our chances. We'll see if a flag comes out or not. Like if by that logic was the only thing that Philly is doing is saying, okay, we put the onus on the ref, which to me then just goes to show that the officiating once again is just horrendous. And if whatever these rules are that they come up with from week to week, the different things that are wrong with the tush push, then why ain't the flag coming out for the ball to snap? And West, they're not always hurrying up to the line to do it. Sometimes they do if they do it a couple times in a row and they're trying to, get the defense kind of, off guard for that initial push. But 9 times out of 10, they go in a huddle, they come out, they get into formation.
But I mean,
there's seconds before because sometimes Jalen them try to draw them off sides. So there's times where like the ref could throw the flag and be like, hey, blow it dead. They do it for any other play. So
yeah,
the only
difference for the most part, they are in legal lineup formation. So that's not the issue.
Well, but they false start with some. Like you said, by your own admission, you said they false
start. That's when you're supposed to throw your whistle.
Oh, okay, then. But just like but if they but now whose fault is it that the flag doesn't come out? Does Philadelphia control the flags coming out? Yes or no?
No, I agree. I 100% agree.
Oh, okay. So then
I'm saying the Eagles are clearly benefiting from the situation.
Okay. Right, but that just means they're smart enough to get back in a formation that they know the refs are too stupid to officiate. I don't understand. Like, I see what you're saying, Wes, but if you think about it, the only thing Philadelphia is doing is being like, y'all too dumb to call it right. We just gonna keep running the play.
Yes, it is an exploit on both sides. The refs suck and the Eagles take advantage of it. Yes.
Hey, Durante, does that not sound strategy? The refs are too stupid to call it. We're smart enough to keep running it. If
you ain't gonna sit here and double team a man that has 200 yards, we're gonna keep throwing to him. Simple as that. If we sitting here fighting back and forth, which there was a play that Quinyon, everybody was mad because Quinyon, they both were fighting. But if you extend your arm to the point a ref can see it, that flag is coming out. Darius Slayton was pissed, but I understand why. Because playing football, I've gotten away with like the little get out the way. But if you get to the point where you extend, ref throw the flag, cool. Because at first I was like, shit, Q got beat. I let it happen because again, they both were fighting, but the ref saw the extension. There's the flag. If the ref does not see once the ball is snapped that we are fucking false starting, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So if we sit here and go out there and do a play, which in Westmont we're benefiting from a play because that's apparently the only play we run because we score. Hold on, we score and get first downs, but when we get to that play, yes, we use it. But how often in that game did we use the tush push? Is what I'm asking.
You tell me.
You studying the fuck out of us. You tell me.
I told you clearly I did not watch that game. How am I studying you? I'm bringing up the controversy from the people.
You bring up so like I said, me and Byron think you're an Eagles fan because you bring us up so much. You talk bad about our quarterback, even though and on top of that, Jalen funny because he was like, they asked him, was like, yeah, Jalen, so today he was, I want to talk about that run game because when we talk about the run game ain't showing up, Saquon decided to bust off 100 plus in from scrimmage. Then the game before that, yeah, Jalen, you can't throw. Now all of a sudden, fuck you do. I'm just asking. We are finding ways to win. Is this wrong the way we want? Because and another thing for dumbass people out there, understand what a hip tackle is before y'all sit here and try to throw Zach Bond as a dirty player. That's the last person on this earth that's a dirty player. Just want to throw that out there. A hip tackle was not what he did. They both went up for the ball. Do I wish injury upon nobody? Hell no. Scatterbo is a monster. I hope he comes back healthy and continues to ball out. Never will wish that. But Zach Bond's not a dirty player. That's not a hip tackle. They both were in the air. He might have thought Scatterbo caught it, so he's tackling him in the air.
Right.
Leg catches, unfortunate. And that like a Dak Prescott injury too. That joke was nasty.
Ooh, I know.
I watched it live, bro.
We watched it live. Me and Holly both were like, oh.
Dang, I felt bad. Like you can see in his eyes, he knew it. Like that's it. So, but yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Zach Bond's not a dirty player. We're not dirty players. Our teams, you can call our fans trash, all of that. But last thing I've seen anybody on our team is dirty. Jalen. Jalen might be a little dirty, but Jalen Carter, not Jalen Hurts, Jalen Carter.
Well, and the other thing is it was a bang play too. So like if you watching in real time, right, it's easy to say something is malicious when you slow it down because the movement is slow. But it's a bang play. That ball came over the middle. My man, I when I watch in real time until I knew my man's was hurt. At first, I
didn't know until until his leg came over and you ain't see the foot. I was like, ooh,
yeah. Then I said, ooh. But like the initial pop. I didn't think that it was a dirty play. I didn't think that, this is as a Cowboys fan. I'm just watching the game. And I mean, technically, I'd be biased to an extent because I was running Philly's defense on fantasy. I should have started Buffalo. No offense, Philly. Y'all did a good job on y'all's game.
Facts, keep it
Buffalo had a couple more points for me. But I say all that to say, in real time, Durante, I didn't think that it was dirty. And again, other than their defense being on the field, I didn't really have a dog in the hunt. But I seen the play, and then I seen, like you said, the injury afterwards. Like, ooh, but I didn't get that as just as a general observer of Philadelphia football to say, oh, that was a play where he was targeting him to try to be dirty or get. I didn't get that.
Yeah, no, it's just that was really. I mean, it sucks because he was getting high. Like I was like, ooh, Scatterbo, scat that dude, and it happens when you got somebody getting high now. But it's football. Like next man up. Hopefully,
I think we're gonna relabel you an NFC East fan. We just gonna do that.
I mean, why do I have to be that?
It sucks being unbiased. Like you can't be unbiased.
It wasn't a dirty hit to me.
No, it was NFC East teams. I'm just thinking like we gonna rebrand you NFC East.
No, well, if that's the case, well, what are you? Are you an AFC East guy?
Absolutely not.
Okay then.
I ain't got any politics.
Or are you a high school fan? Because that's how your team plays.
Dolphins ain't hit on nothing, and we
EC Glass, Heritage, Brookville.
Hey, we root for Glass all day, baby.
No, I'm talking about the Jets going to play with them because they not showing up in the NFL. I don't see that.
Hold on. And I mean no shade in this.
I know that you did just talk about a run game popped off all of a sudden, but then you go look at Breece Hall and what he did to the Bengals.
You know what? Hey, let's talk about that. I needed Breece Hall. Look at me right here. I appreciate you because I've been starting you the last 3 motherfucking weeks, and I needed you this week badly. And he showed up, and I almost went down to Cincinnati.
So you trying to tell me
I almost went down to Cincinnati? Should this nigga
start on your fantasy team?
Here we go. And see if he finds a way to try to manipulate the situation.
You trying to tell me.
Game recognized game. If Breece is not a bad running back, bro, you already know I'm gonna talk shit to you, but I'm unbiased. Stop playing with me, Wes. All right, you better stop. I will travel back. I travel back.
Hey, and now I'm gonna be petty. If Justin Fields had time to throw, Garrett Wilson would be A1 plus. But the problem is,
Brand, hold on. Justin Fields has time to throw. He be in the pocket for 99 seconds.
They said start him next week.
Nobody.
Hey, my man said, listen, and I mean no disrespect to Justin Fields. That man said he was on an emotional roller coaster. He was down in the dumps this last week.
Well, he didn't have no job. He got rehired because Tyrod messed himself up.
That man messed his leg up, didn't he?
Huh?
Tyrod messed his leg up, didn't
he? Yeah, something like that.
I just listen.
So my man was unemployed. Effectively.
Hey, I don't know anybody listening, but Panthers won, didn't they?
No.
Okay, all right.
No. And hold on. Before you shoot that shot, that's part of the reason I didn't start Buffalo's defense because I didn't know which version of Carolina was going to show up and which version of the Buffalo defense was going to show up. Because there are weeks where the Buffalo defense is like
don't look right, bro.
I mean, they'll allow 400 yards for no daggone reason. And then this week, all of a sudden, they remember they were in an NFL team, and then Carolina unfortunately turned back into Carolina. So I was like, "This is crazy." I have no room to talk because they beat my raggedy Dallas Cowboys. So I'm not shooting shots at nobody. My people I'm telling y'all, we the definition of mediocrity. When the season is over, we're gonna be okay because we got the one out there. So we're gonna be 8-1. It's gonna be hilarious.
Hey, y'all, there's your fans rather be a 3-1 team than a 5-2 team.
Stupid.
You know, they rather be that.
What they say?
They rather be that because our offense is trash to watch. Like, Y'all got a fun offense.
I'm gonna issue a correction. A 6-2 team, and a 3-4-1 team, but that ain't my business.
Again, y'all are fun to watch though. I'd rather, Madden fun to watch too. The fuck? I'm gonna tell you. Like, speaking of Buffalo, it's crazy how there's some quarterbacks out there better than Josh Allen and some of the quarterbacks they put out there, like
who?
Daniel Jones. Talking about MVP year. And I know it's like, damn, Durante, what'd you say? Yeah, I said Daniel Jones. I said it. But this is the question I have. Is it Daniel Jones or is it Jonathan Taylor?
I'll give you one better. It's Jim Irsay's daughter. I'm gonna give you one better. It's Jim Irsay.
Looked at your face and he was like, yeah.
Jim Irsay's daughter.
She down there, bro. She went to talk to. She said, "Howie, how you doing?" He said, "Look, this all you got to do." She down there with the headset, the pad, bro. Everybody disrespected her, like, "Oh, she on the sideline acting like she a coach." She acting like she want to be part of this team. The fuck you mean?
Yeah,
that's why they're 7-1 because she's putting effort in. She ain't coaching, but she's what do we do here? What's this? Okay, how can I help here? Let me learn my players. Let me learn. You know what I mean? She's talking to her people. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, get out y'all feelings.
It's okay. Already old, ancient, decrepit. He would have been down on the line.
Stop. He doesn't know the difference between Michael and Micah. Y'all gonna shut that down. He can't.
Brent, I just said if he want old, ancient, and decrepit.
I hate the internet. That man said Michael.
He could be 40 years younger. There's something in Jerry Jones that would still mess that man's name up intentionally. Don't do that with me.
Somebody said Jerry Jones looked like a walking tapeworm.
I ain't heard that one. That's new. That's
I'm gonna stop you right there. A tapeworm at least is moisturized. Jerry Jones look a tapeworm that been out in the sun. That man like he ain't seen lotion in years.
I forgot where I seen that shit at, but I you know how like you close your phone, open Instagram, and it'll refresh. I said, I was trying to screenshot that damn comment, bro. Yo, I was crying. I saw that shit. I was like, yo, walking tapeworm is nasty. But yeah, yo, Jalen Hurts up there too. For MVP voting. Who else? Justin might be up there a little bit. Not Justin Fields, sorry. Hell no.
Herbert.
Justin Herbert. I already said him. I'm trolling. But yeah, how you feel about that, Wes? How you feel about the MVP voting? All the names I just said.
I have no feelings about it.
Okay. Let me play devil's advocate for a moment. Weston labeled me NFC fan, so NFC East fan. So I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna be pettier than a mofo right now. So Wes, let's just get all the pretense out the way for a moment. In your mind, is Jalen Hurts a candidate for MVP? Let's say out of the top 5 quarterbacks playing in the league today, would he be in consideration for MVP if you had to rank the top 5 quarterbacks playing this season? Yes or no?
At this time?
At 8 weeks into the season, 6-2, is he one of the top 5 quarterbacks playing in the league, which would make him an MVP candidate? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
I knew it.
Durante, do you want me to read the numbers? You want to read the numbers?
You can read them. I like when, because you're unbiased and you actually pay attention to like.
Well, Wes said I'm an NFC East fan. He said I'm an NFC East fan.
I'm here with you.
So I'm just gonna read the numbers. So I'm gonna give you the.
Okay, before you answer that, do you think Josh Allen is MVP vote?
Me?
This year?
No.
Yeah, this year.
He's been playing a little suspect, bro.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I don't. All these quarterbacks been a little suspect, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Jalen been suspect.
Okay. Hold on. Follow-up question. Then if you had to pick, I know halfway through the season, but we're not there yet. Who the MVP then?
I don't know.
Is it Jonathan Taylor? Because I could maybe get with that.
I could probably get behind that.
I could get behind
that before any name you give up, Wes.
I mean, I can get behind that more than these quarterbacks y'all talking about.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you one more pointed question. All right, you made a point that Josh Allen been a little off. See, my man ain't been right since he's seen Sinners. That ain't my business.
Hey, this been the Experts About Them podcast. We're not digging that hole. Hell no. Y'all be safe. Brent made it funny. He ain't hit. He's sleep deprived.
that ain't sleep deprived. That's just calling it how you see it.
Hey, listen, I mean,
said,
anyway,
something about that movie. What's your reactions?
I listen. Just imagine, right? So imagine, because at this point, it's your fiance, but now it's your wife, right? Hey, we gonna go see my movie premiere. Okay, babe, that's cool. We get up in there, right? So we're up in there, mind you, he up in there with all these people. First time you see this, you're in a room full of other famous people and your wife, and you got to sit there and play cool when you see these scenes play out. Anyway, Wes, real quick though.
Yeah, man.
On a blind, you have no stats in front of you. Who do you think statistically has had a better season so far? And I'll give you the numbers in a sec. Do you think that Hurts has had a better year so far, or Josh Allen? And don't go by wins. I just mean statistical, what they perform on the field, their ratings, their yards, all that.
If I had to say, probably Hurts, because not necessarily for the passing, but also for the rushing and the scoring, I would probably say Hurts. That's just my guess.
Not for the passing.
All right. Okay. So through Josh Dillon have already had a bye week. Philly is not that coming up on one.
Mm-hmm.
Through 8 games for Hurts and through 7 games for Josh Allen. Josh Allen's completion percentage through 7 games is 68% compared to 70.2% for Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback rating. Josh Allen's quarterback rating is 103.6 to Jalen's 114.4.
I know what's coming.
All right, yards per game. All right, Allen got him there, but not by much. Yards per game average is 222.9 to Jalen's 209.6. Okay, so they within 20 yards of each other, roughly. Actually, a little less than that. And then touchdown to interception ratio. Josh Allen has thrown 12 tutties to 4 picks. Jalen has thrown 15 tutties to only 1 interception.
And that 1 interception, before that, it was like, I think 300 something passes since his last one. Right. A little bit more than that. Actually, a lot bit more than that. I'm gonna have to look that one up. But
to quote the fellas, if Jalen wasn't a a coach's player, and he had just read the field, he wouldn't have threw that interception. He'd have 16 touchdowns because he would have threw that one to AJ. But that's not my business.
I told y'all both these. I ain't got no trust in Josh Allen either. So I don't
either.
I said
that means you don't got trust in Jalen still to this day.
I told you this before we started this conversation. I said Josh Allen's been shaky as well. Did I not say that?
You did say
just saying. Yeah, he said that. It's just even then still
I don't have a quarterback to give this to right now. They want to give it to a quarterback, they want to give it to Jalen, whatever, but hey, I ain't gonna do with that.
It ain't even the principle. I just want to know, like,
you just want to know if I hate Jalen Hurts. That's all you
do. You ain't gotta tell me no more. I know.
Ronte. It's worse than that. It's worse than that. You ever want something so bad, but I'll give you an example. Go back to your high school days. Go back to your high school days. Durante laughing because he know where I'm going. Go back to your high school days. You ever see a fine girl and like, you nice to her. She seemingly is nice to you. You spitting game. You doing what you're supposed to do. You trying. You make an effort.
Yeah.
But she don't go for you. She go for the dude that's the opposite of you. Even though she's been telling you all the time, like, I want a nice guy and X, Y, and Z. But she over here with a YN, right? Okay. Yeah. I think what we're seeing here is Philadelphia is the YN. I feel like Jalen is if Jalen was on Philadelphia, Wes might be saying a different tune. My man was like, Justin Fields got all day to throw. He got 99 seconds in the pocket. Now, he can tell me what he want to tell me about Jalen, but you ain't telling me if Jalen got 99 seconds in the pocket, he going to throw an incompletion to nobody in the flat where there's nobody and get intentional ground call. And I seen Justin Fields do that this year against the Dallas Cowboys. There wasn't even no pass rush because, our defense is terrible. And I seen him put the stuff in the dirt, won't nobody over there. That's Russ. That's worse than Russ. And that's saying something. So what I'm saying is, I think that if Jalen was wearing a different shade of green and played a little further north and a little further east, Wes might feel a little different.
I would have the same commentary on his decision making sometimes. You know this.
Sometimes.
Hold on, Wes. Hold on, stop. Durante, hold on. Wesley, if you got a quarterback, if you had a decision making, fine, I get you. I had that sometimes with number 4. Not so much this year, but
this
that's how here nor there.
All I'm trying to say.
Well, hold on. I got a question though.
Quarterback go ahead.
If you could plug him in, I know it's different pieces and different schemes and all that, but if you could flip your quarterback today to a quarterback that's thrown 15 touchdowns to 1 interception, averaging 210 yards a game. We ain't even talking about the rushing. We just talking about what he's doing with throwing the rock and a 70.2% completion percentage. You're not taking him?
I mean, I would have to. I know.
I'm asking you. You could choose. You could choose a different quarterback. Would you want a guy that completes 70% of his throws, 15 touchdowns to 1 pick?
Well, the 15 touchdowns is ideal, but think about this: with Justin Fields, that's kind of the problem. He doesn't have an interception problem. He has a throwing the ball problem.
Okay, but his completion percentage is probably in the basement.
Well,
I just told you you gonna get a guy if he throw 10 passes, 7 of them mugs getting caught. I don't understand. I'm giving you math, brother, math.
I'm taking your math.
I'm just saying. You talked about Justin Fields. Justin Fields might can't throw the ball to himself. Listen. I don't know what you want from me.
We went we went like 2 weeks. I think 1 week I don't even know if we had positive yardage. It was
okay, Durante.
Let's just stop this motherfucker. Guy.
So my answer to you is yes. I would take those.
Okay, yes. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. Yes, you would like a quarterback that could complete, and I get it. There's no guarantee, but if you
and it's crazy because my fault.
I was like, if you could guarantee he could complete the same number of percentage passing, right? That means the ball is coming out and he's mostly efficient. He's throwing the rock and it's good. You would want that. I mean, I'm not saying you're saying he's a world beater. I'm not saying that because I mean I know we ain't gonna get that from you, but we could at least admit
70%. If Wes fixes his lips, and said Jalen is a great quarterback, I might. I don't know what I do. Wes, I don't know what I do.
When he has great weeks, do I not say he had a great week? I said that last week. Did I not? Also,
it hurts you.
By the way, Gregory, this is a long time ago. Gregory came in earlier and said that he would, I think, take Jalen as MVP. I just want to point it out. He made that statement earlier. I didn't want that to be lost.
Hey, coming from a Cowboys fan, I want to keep Greg on the VIP list. All right. Whatever list that is, all right, he can get in. He's invited. If I ever get married, he's invited to the wedding. But Wes, fuck you. All right. If I ever decide to put a ring on somebody's daughter's hand, you ain't coming.
That's fine. But yeah, so like I just make sure I was right. But yeah, Justin doesn't have the interception problem. He doesn't throw interceptions. He just doesn't also throw passes. You know, he has a couple weeks where he's in like the 200s. But the problem is, because I mean, if Justin Fields had a more consistent throwing situation, he'd be up there in yards with your boys too. Because I mean, 218, 226, 283, 244. Problem is he has weeks of 27, 45, and 46. That's your problem there. With him, he starts seeing ghosts. He don't be throwing the ball. That's your crux of your problem there with Justin Fields. But I mean, looking at his completion percentage is 64%, 1,089 yards, and 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Like you want to flip some numbers, you can say those numbers. They can sound good to somebody that really ain't been watching the field.
Not the double digit them Trent Dilfer numbers, but that ain't my business. and no offense to Trent Dilfer.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if you were just to skew some information and not talk about them 46 and them 240 games and that 127 game. If you were not to talk about those, you talk about them other numbers, you think Justin Fields was out here in these streets. You ain't out here in these streets. So But like I said, these quarterbacks this season have a. I don't know. We might not get a quarterback as your MVP. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
I'm with it.
But you know, I don't know. Regardless of all that, and we haven't talked about it yet. Yes, the Jets finally got their first win through some tomfoolery, but it was great because, like I said, Brees Hall was out here in these streets, running, passing, man, threw 4 touchdowns, out here putting in work. And it was on the day they found out that Nick Mango passed away from his kidney situation. So the Jets showed up and turned out. So shout out to the Jets. Hopefully we can keep that going. But at the end of the day, now people like Durante can't say we're gonna go 0 for something for the rest of the season. So
that's why I clapped.
Just 1 for 16.
You avoided being the winless team. And I mean, I'm glad for you. If you don't win another game the rest of the season, you got one. You won't winless.
Exactly. And we started running the ball again because, like Durante said, Brees had a few weeks of roughness where I don't know, just running the ball was not for us. But he broke it back open again on what some folks would consider a defense. I don't, because they spent some money, but it didn't really work out. So we'll see. We won by 8 points out here in these streets, but we won. Okay. So shout out to the Jets. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for winning.
At least you won.
Anything in particular you want to talk about with the Cowboys brand?
8-1. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
Okay. So real quick, I'll Gregory said, yes, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Go Jets. Shout out, Greg, man. Shout out. Did y'all watch the verses that went down over the weekend? I must know.
A little bit of it.
I seen a little bit of it. I read more than I seen.
I enjoyed the verses, except for every time they gave Birdman the microphone.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said, yo, if you don't take that goddamn marshmallow out your fucking mouth.
Bro, he was 2 sheets in the wind and more than a little bit. I don't know what he was drinking. I don't know I don't know what else he was on. I don't
Looser than a goose, man. My man was.
I don't know why Tamar was up there dapping his head, dapping the star. I was very confused. And like I said,
that's weird, bro.
That's supposedly his sister-in-law. I was very confused, but that's none of my information. I mean, none of my business either.
Can I quote a lyric real quick?
Come on.
What happened to that boy? People are talking.
Like every time they gave this man, like it doesn't matter at the end. He was just fumbling and stumbling over his words. He was fumbling and stumbling over his lyrics. He already offbeat and don't be rapping on the songs like that anyway. But for the ones that people know him for, that actually people know the lyrics for, he don't know the lyrics for. They should have just like kept his mic off. They could have gave him a mic, just set it off.
You telling my man should have been lip syncing?
Absolutely. That should have been in his ministry on that night. He know it ain't in him. At the end of the day, he good for his business moves. It would seem, other than maybe taking all the money from all his artists, but that's a good business move for him. Not a good business move for the artist. But the business is the business. He got the business. He got the money. What he don't got is the rapping. That ain't for him. BG was up there. He was loving life, enjoying himself. Juvenile carried the whole Cash Money. Yeah, I did watch for the entire show. So I'm gonna give y'all this quick recap. That's basically what I'm doing right now. Yeah, Juvenile with his backpack on carried the entire Cash Money along with Manny Fresh. We got to give Manny Fresh his props too. Manny was up there doing his thing. He came out and he was doing his DJing and he was also doing his rapping and he was MCing a little bit. So he had a lot going on. Manny Fresh was out here in these streets, or as Brent would say, Auntie Fresh was out here in these streets.
Hey,
just doing his job.
Hey, at least he was on task though. I ain't mad at it.
Absolutely, he was doing his job.
Even though the people came up with the cartoon caricatures of my man after the fact, but that's not here nor there.
I saw the one. I don't know. That was interesting. But yeah, Cash Money did great. Wayne wasn't there. Turk wasn't there. People. No. I'm sorry. No. That goes on the outside. Sorry. No. That goes over there. Yeah, Turk wasn't there. Mercedes wasn't over there. Turk is definitely Cash Money. Yeah, Turk wasn't there. So they had a little bit to talk about, and obviously that's when Birdman gave his crazy speech at the end. So yeah, wow. Then you got No Limit. No Limit. Master P ran for 20 days and 20 nights in place on stage, but he was enjoying himself. He was leading his team. They had it hype. But Mia X kind of sort of carried it. If you want to know who carried it, No Limit. She definitely carried it for the group. She came out there. She was clear. You can hear her. You can hear her rapping. She was on task. She knew the lyrics. Silk the Shocker was there. he was on the scene. Now his lyrics, they were back.
It ain't my fault.
His lyrics were back wherever he came from, but he was there. So it worked out, but they won't ever in the same place at the same time. So
he was what's homeboy name, yo? I can't even call his name, but it's a couple rappers that's like that. They'll sit here, put him on stage, have a concert, pull him off stage, the crowd come in, then his lyrics show up.
Yeah. It was like that. He said, Snoop did
Blueface.
Oh
yeah, Blueface was like that.
Yeah, that about as long as it took you to get his name, that's about how long it took for the lyrics to show.
Yeah, I could.
It's about accurate. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was about to say, but randomly Romeo was there on stage with them, but No Limit was No Limit just about in whole, with the exception of people that couldn't be there or people that maybe were not fully contracted to be there by the Versus people, but Mercedes in particular, and some people got cases on their head, so they can't be in that location. Now, what I found very interesting, my critique about the Versus is this: it wasn't in New Orleans and they did not have unlimited time because they were on the schedule of Complex Con and it was in Las Vegas. They had to follow an itinerary and a schedule. They gave them, I think, an hour and 20 or 30 minutes. It seemed like it was an hour and 20 minutes they gave them. And the problem was, and we ain't got to this yet, y'all know how I feel about people being late. And these people was on CP time more than they was 20 minutes late, and it was absolutely ridiculous. I got there early at 8, and I had to listen to old man Ebro and some young dude whose name I don't know talk about just randomness while they filling time waiting on these dudes to show up on stage.
Hey, did you pay to get in?
No.
All right then.
But people at Complex Con probably did. Yeah, I'm sure they did.
I mean, they were there though.
Yeah, they were there, and they were stale, and they should have been there. They ain't even know the music. It was outrageous. I was looking at these people not even moving. I mean, how you not moving to some of these songs? These songs get you hyped. Y'all don't even know.
At home, people were going in.
Huh?
I said at home, seeing like TikToks and stuff.
Oh yeah, at home, boy, everybody was turning. Durante, Brent. Let me tell you. Now, y'all know that we was young when this music was coming out because it's in the 90s, right?
Right.
99 and 2000. Now,
99 to the 2000s, yeah.
Now. It's some folks some aunties out there, Durante. Or they was in their living room throwing it everywhere.
You always get
I'm trying to tell you right now, they was out here in these streets living their best life. They was reliving their era back then, boy. I'm trying to tell you, they was out here in these streets all but everywhere. But yeah, the versus was good. It was just short. It was real short. Apparently Wayne didn't come because all the Cash Money wasn't gonna be there. So he said he wasn't gonna show. And that made it awkward when they randomly played a Millie. Like once they were kind of sort of pressed on time. And then man was like, well, we just gonna play a verse from some songs or whatever, which that didn't happen either. We have a black screen? Oh Lord. We got a black screen there. I don't know.
Who said we got a black screen on TikTok?
Grimace says we have a black screen on, I guess,
Twitch.
But
anyway, yeah, Brent, I watched a little bit of it, but I was hyped for it. I was like, this is good, but like he said, it was just certain parts I was kind of like, why are we playing a Millie right now?
Millie just came out of nowhere, but I guess they really thought Wayne was gonna show, and I guess they called his bluff, and then when he didn't show,
but if we walked out there, I know what you're saying, Wes, but if we walked out there and he won't hear, I would just be under the supposition that this man ain't coming. Like if he shows up, cool, surprise, right? But I don't understand the logic in that. Now I had to laugh at Wes. Wes said that the people won't on time. Wes, they don't start NBA games on time. JJ Redick talked about that the other year. They don't even start NBA games on time. It would be nice if they did, but they don't. So I mean, I don't know if it's we or just large productions sometimes are late. And I know, Wes, yes, there are many large productions that are in fact on time. They start on time, they end on time. I'm not giving it out to anybody. What I am saying is there are also many of them that don't. Some of them have to do with our culture, and some of them don't. A lot of them have to do with our culture. But one of them things.
One of them things they need to work out. Because it is absolutely ridiculous that we got a contracted time, everybody's showing up when they're supposed to show up, and we just sit there waiting in the lobby, basically.
I mean,
absolutely ridiculous.
God rest her soul. Angie Stone was the person that showed up to her own show late, and she beat it. I'm just.
Look, man, I ain't passing no excuses for nobody. Look, you supposed to be there. I'm gonna need for you to be there. But like I said, regardless of all of that, we got shorted some of the show because of it too. You know what I mean?
I'm not thinking from that.
They gave them. I mean, clearly they should have known this ahead of time. They only had this window to operate in.
But you know what they should have did was they should have told them that the set time was about 45 minutes before, and they would have probably been on time.
I mean, I tried that with Durante, but that don't work either, so I don't know.
Because I done called on.
Hold on. Hold on, now be petty. I know not, but now be petty. But what's contractually, where's Durante's bag? Because these other people were paid.
Yeah. I look, man, I ain't got no money for y'all.
Okay, that was that.
One day.
Yeah, one day. Hey, Durante. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. If we get to the point that we're good enough that we can get a little.
I'll be here before y'all niggas.
Hey, I'm gonna hold you to that. If you show up late, we're talking about you playing the game, making this. I'm glad you ate. I'm gonna take a page out of Wes's book. I'm glad you ate. So I ain't gonna say that. If you tell me you was playing the game and you was over there eating that bologna and cheese sandwich, Durante, and we getting paid for a job, I'm gonna have some problems with you.
That was not a bologna and cheese sandwich. It was a club sandwich, sir. I don't eat bologna like this. Where you at, nasty ass motherfucker?
Okay. Why is bologna catching strays? Bologna is nothing wrong with bologna.
There it is. You nasty. Your taste buds ain't it. They ain't real.
Hey, Graham, congratulations on the baby.
Yes, that's right.
Screen on Twitch. I still don't understand that. Doesn't make sense to me.
It might be her.
No, it's us. I went to the Twitch and it said the video download was canceled. Please try again. I don't know what that's about. I don't even know if she can hear us, actually. because I mean I got nothing. So I'm
lost everything.
Huh? Oh, she can't hear. That's a bet.
Oh, cool.
Then I ain't got to put congratulations in there. I'm sorry you just hearing the voices and you can't see us and whatnot.
Just pretend visually we're on strike this week. It's fine.
No, she can come right on over to YouTube and subscribe over there. Come on over there. It's good over there. But
bring your big head ass.
What else about this versus that I want to say? Yeah, they need to complete this versus, and they need to bring it to New Orleans to complete it. Real talk. I think if that thing would have been in New Orleans, it would have been off the chain. Because the one thing they didn't have was crowd energy. It was some people that knew, but some people did not. You bring that to Las Vegas, that is not the place you need for two groups from New Orleans. So you know what I'm saying? Just that ain't it. So
I love how she just said, I'm getting a podcast experience, so she can't say anything. It makes sense though. I like that. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, it works. That works. Anything else you want to say about the I know Durante, what else you see on the internet that you want to talk about with the verses? Come on. What you got? What else you see?
I ain't seen nothing else, man. I'm being good. I'm being good, bro. Refresh my memory.
I mean, it really wasn't a lot else to talk about. I mean, one thing that happened, like once Snoop Dogg came out and Master P ran for 20 days and 20 nights, he just walked off stage when they was trying to get the CEOs to kind of sort of say some words in closing. Master P was gone. They were like, "Hey, P, come back out and say something." That man was ghost. He won't there to be seen at all. As soon as Snoop came out, killed it. They killed it together. That was great. It was good to see. As soon as Snoop walked off, so did Master P.
Out of there. That boy out of there.
I done had enough of this ghetto-ness for the night. I'm about it here. This is outrageous.
Apartments, yeah.
So, he went off. I guess Romeo went back off to ECPI college. I don't know what Romeo got going on these days, but whatever. He went back off. I don't know. Maybe they plan on having him rap too.
ECPI, is that still a thing? I think Romeo looking for a new school, Wes. I don't know. I ain't trying to be funny. Like, I don't think they solve it no more. I could be wrong. Hey, listen, if somebody knows ECPI still in business somewhere, let us know. I know the local ones are not in existence anymore, so I'm pretty sure they went out. But I mean,
oh man,
that boy terrible.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
I mean, they did have the other college though that him and his sister was doing the ads for, so there's that as well. But that's not the end of it.
But I guess the positive was apparently they had a little bit of a back and forth, him and his father, and they maybe won't get along all that well at some point in time publicly. So I guess they worked that out. So that's cool that he actually did show up. But I think they really probably had plans with him to rapping, to be honest with you. I mean, he was out there. But also, why was Kelly Price over there? She not part of No Limit at all.
She was supporting.
Well, I mean, I guess she was doing. I guess they had Tamar on one side, so they said, "All right, Kelly, you're gonna be over here."
Hey, just
but the Tamar is still diabolical. That's not the end of it. That's
and Brad, the crazy
is it diabolical though?
After the show, they called and had Tony on video, like they were having a FaceTime conversation, recapping the verses. I'm very confused now because I thought maybe you was just taking Tony's place.
Is this one of them situations? I don't want to ask it like this because it's gonna sound bad. I don't mean it to sound this way.
The sister wives, brother.
I was gonna be like, is this okay? I was true that too. Okay, I was gonna say, is this a buy one get one free? I'm just trying to figure out. I ain't trying. I ain't trying to say that the ladies like that.
Marry one Braxton get one. Marry one Braxton get one free.
Get one free. Yeah, is that hey?
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know, brother, but it's weird and spooky behavior for this spooky time of the year. That's weird.
Vince was bald headed at one point, right? Like I'm not.
Yeah, that dude was bald. I think he was bald the whole time. I don't think he was never not.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not missing.
Also, Birdman looked like a tattoo artist scribble book, bro. This man's face is outrageous.
you go, but I was like, nope, I'm gonna be good tonight.
in his head, like his whole head, it's just like scribbled on. It's just like somebody was
Plus,
up.
he bald headed, so I can't really go in on him because I'm bald too.
He got so many tattoos, he ain't bald no more.
No. As a tattoo, now I ain't got him on my face or on my neck, but as a tattoo ball, bro, nah, he can catch the smoke. Birdman, you got way more money than I got. Your artwork should look a lot better than it do.
Bro, that ain't art. That's doodles.
You look like when you give a kid an etch a sketch and they just do whatever on it and they just shake it up and then try it again. That's what the fuck happened. They was like, oh shit, we stuck on this now. We can't even shake his head, so we'll just go over here and try something else. If Bam Bam Bigelow was black, you know, Bam Bam Bigelow got the tattoo right here. Yeah, no, I'm done. I ain't gonna make fun of him.
Look, man, I don't know. Like last time I saw Birdman, he ain't have that many scribbles on him. I don't recall.
There was scribbles. There's just more scribbles now, Wes. There was scribbles.
He scribbled up. You know what I'm saying? It's not really anything artistic to it. It just seemed like it's random. I don't know. That thing might just like I'm here. I don't know what they say.
Birdman look like a retired high school running back that sells drugs now, and that's exactly.
Yeah.
Dang, that's tough. That's a tough assessment. I
don't know what it look like, but anyway, I enjoyed the verses. We should have more.
Who you want next?
First of all, Ricky said he got his tats when they with him $10 specials. Hey man, the $10 specials in the living room. Somebody's random living room, you just run up over there and just get them. You know what I'm saying? In somebody's living room or in their kitchen. I've seen both. Anyway,
this one was living room for sure. Kitchen, you would have had some cleaning supplies. You know, they ain't feel like walking to the kitchen. They just stayed in the living room. I was like, fuck it, I can't let you move.
First off, both of y'all wrong. This happened outside of somebody's broke down picnic table at the end of a very bad cookout. Birdman was so far into whatever it was he had that day, he was just like, hey man, I need some meat. And they put it on. Because even in the house, you do better than that. They was outside. You
should see some of the tattoos some folks got in some houses and some apartments. Boy, them people, I know like them live regretting them things that they got because it looked bad back then. I know it looks bad now.
Again, as a person with ink on his body, listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Tattoo shop. You ain't been in the presence of these tomfooleries.
Well, I know I'm finna address them. I'm finna address the tomfoolery. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna put something on your body that's gonna be on your body presumably for the rest of your life, listen, I understand we like to cut corners, save money sometimes. You know, listen, if you're gonna try to be cute, pay somebody to do this and know what they're doing in a professional place.
I just taught my class that cutting corners can, cause damages and permanent stuff. This is one case in point. Don't do that shit. All right. Nope. Just if you go to a real artist, all right, don't let that crackhead do that job for $5. I mean, like, quantity over quality. No, quality over quantity. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But if the shit $10 and you see something for $20, it's worth it. If you go, no, man, I ain't gonna do it.
Well, I just know that if somebody mess up in your class, that could be meaning life or death for somebody. So it really better not be.
If you see a seafood restaurant and
hey, this man ain't been in a while. Let my man live before you shoot that shot. Because my sister. Oh, by the way, indiscriminate shout out to my sister today. And shout out my nephew Kingston. He's turned 2 months today. Also shout out my mom. Shout out to my mom. Her birthday was the day she turned 65. So shout out, mom.
Baby.
My sister taught strays your way, sir. She was like, because who in the world eats long? I said, I said, my man ain't been over there a little bit. Y'all got lip up on.
You haven't been over there.
I ain't been there in a while, but I had
moving up here.
Hold on, though. I gotta tell you, they got cod, and I had it the other day. So,
Keisha, I can't. Listen, you didn't. I tried to save this man from a bullet. He walked right into. I said he might have a treat at some point. I said he will go back at some point, but he hasn't been, at least to my knowledge, in some time. Wesley, I don't have the point.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you now. You know I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, Durante, listen, that little man, whoever it is that owns Long John, got on the phone somewhere. They said, you know whose credit card or whose debit card we ain't seen no transactions from in a while.
You know what's crazy? Up here, there ain't no such thing as that. I was like, y'all got Long Johns? It was like, what? I told him what it was. It was like, bro, I ain't never heard of that. They don't do that up here.
Okay,
West.
You said Long Johns. They was like thermal underwear. You mean?
Well, I'm just saying they got.
Bro, I don't care what they got. West, stop advertising them niggas. They got nasty food, ladies and gentlemen. It don't matter what West tells y'all. This nasty fuck. Look me in the eyes. Shit nasty. All right. West stomach falls out sometimes.
I mean, Long John, unless y'all want to become an official sponsor. Now you sponsor us.
Hold on, don't finish that sentence. Wait a minute, let me think about it.
Durante, you ain't got to eat. You just sponsored by.
All right, okay, all right, I can do it. Let's do it.
Hey, I don't care what y'all say. Long John Silver's got more flavor than Raising Cane's. I don't care what y'all say, man.
I see the shot he threw. I see what you did. I see what you did there. He sent me some. It was like, look, I said, oh, that's what we do.
I believe he sent it to me too with the person talking about the stuff with Blaine. The girl, I think it was a lady.
Yeah, homegirl. This nigga here. Yeah, I looked at your polls, but I looked at what you sent today. You send me stuff, and I low key forget. Like people send me stuff now. For some reason, I'm forgetting I have a phone sometimes. It's an old age. I don't know, but
you seeing some things. I understand.
Also, Ricky said Long John Silver has never let me down, and I got maybe 3 other weeks.
He said what?
He said Long John Silver has never let him down.
Ricky a nasty motherfucker too.
Hold on, Ricky, are you on the take too? Because Ricky said every other week. People get paid bi-weekly. Ricky, are they paying you?
they pay him every other week, bro. I do it
every other week. So, bro, you going on payday or they paying you? I'm confused.
I hate this nigga so much. I ain't like that light skin motherfucker. Dude, Ricky ate that shit.
Justin.
No, keep it stagnant.
He called it. I tried, Wes. I tried to defend you today, man. Look, I was like,
it was a good defense, but I did. They had some cards, so I wanted to try. It ain't bad.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did you know that they had the card before you decided? Like, okay, Durante, don't judge him for a moment. I'm trying to understand the thought process. So, Wes, did you know before you went to the restaurant that they had the card? Like, have you seen it somewhere, or did you happen to go? You like, I'm in the mood for Long John. I'm gonna treat myself. I've been doing well on some things. I'm gonna go have my little guilty pleasure today, which is, hey, we all have something that we do that's a guilty pleasure. That's fine. You went to the place and found the card, or did the card you already knew about the card? You went with the intention to get card.
So I DoorDash it, but I get the emails about what they got going on.
Okay, understood.
You DoorDash?
I'm telling you, that man somewhere was like, this man's card ain't came through here in a while, and not just because he didn't have a card for a while. We ain't synced him. Send that man another email.
Hey, send him another email. You got a special request email. How the fuck that happened from a restaurant? Ain't never seen that before.
Email is wild, sir.
A special request email. They sent this thing and said, hey, you got, you the only person, you and the 19 older folk from the nursing home down the road from Long John Silver's that's right there behind that Little Caesars. All of y'all go to that Long John's and all of y'all have VIP. Like, when your email comes up, VIP Wesley. Like, that's the fuck is going on here. You a nasty. You and Ricky, you too. Like, scam motherfucker.
I didn't do the cheese bites because I didn't want to do too much. You know what I'm saying? But they do got some cheese bites now too. I ain't tried them.
Ricky said both. So Ricky on the take and Ricky get him money.
Not everything is
cheese bites ain't bad. Ricky,
the cheese bites ain't bad. I don't know. Like
Ricky, I ain't never liked you anyway, pretty motherfucker.
Hey man, stop that. I told you, man. DoorDash ain't. Not DoorDash. Long John Silver's ain't the worst.
Yes, it is. It's bro. Ricky made bad decisions too. I have to live. Like I've been in some situations with him. We ain't gonna get into it, but he good people's. You make a lot of bad decisions when it comes to food. Yeah. Ricky, we let him live because that's his one time, man. You know, I seen him come to where we used to work at with Long John. I'm like, that's a motherfucker. But you, Wes, you got some issues.
Hey, so you know it's real. Hey, he said, hey, he's want to let you know. I got some people in Ohio. Yeah, you better tread lightly.
I forgot.
So he said, hey, watch your mouth.
I forgot he from up here. Hey, Ricky. Look, we go way back.
You know, tough part? Because Ricky on the tape, listen, you mess around, they kill you with the piece of fish from Long John. Don't do it, Durante.
They don't have Long Johns up there. I've been informed of this before. So
no, all right, keep it 100.
Ricky sending a special delivery so they can deliver the message. It's a message. Usually, Wes, you listen. We got a president for a mobster. You got to learn the mobster game, man. You want to be mobster. You got to learn the mobster game. You kill a man with
knock on this door.
The point.
No, keep it. I'm bullshitting, but I've only seen one in this city that I'm in, and it's right like by the bar that I go to. Well, the bar that got like my favorite wings up here that I found is right there beside it, and I think it's got a what is it? It's attached to something. You know those double, yeah. But it's like A&W or something like that.
Oh, because I was told at one point in time they didn't have one up there, so I don't know.
That's the only one I've seen. I think that's the last one. That's the last of Mohegans. Hey, yeah. If one old person don't go there, that bitch shut down, dog. I'm telling you.
If it's the only one there, it's jumping.
I'm about to look.
Well, real quick, I want to say, Wes, the job that we work at, I just want you to know because we have. I think I told you this. The job that we work at, when they sent me to the land of Ohio, they got one.
Oh, okay.
So I know there's at least one in Ohio. So they ain't got about an hour and a half ride to show up to Durante's place and do some damage. I'm just saying. They got one.
I was informed by my aunt that won't know where she was at, but maybe that's incorrect. So,
this on down the road a little ways, but yeah.
This standalone, never mind. So it is just a standalone. And it's alone. On the map, it's alone. There's only one car in the parking lot. I think that nigga accidentally worked there.
Oh man, so Greg,
that might be somebody in parked sleep. That might not even be a worker, but somebody might be parked there asleep.
That's depending on the time of the day. Gregory said, "I'll stop by only if my pet supply store is out of Blue Buffalo for my dog Pepper."
Hey yo,
dog.
You feed your dog Long Johns?
Apparently.
Well, first off,
you even feed a homeless person Long Johns.
Hold on. Big Reg don't put y'all on game. My man said, first off, I buy the expensive dog food for my dog. Also, Pepper is a nice dog. Pepper is well groomed. Pepper, he's an older dog now, but this dog living better than some people. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like y'all think I'm being facetious. This dog live better than some people.
Well, sound like he might be able to get some Long Johns if the Blue Buffalo is out, which it seems like that's some top shelf dog food. So he gonna get
top fish. That top shelf dog food sound better than the Long Johns. I'm not gonna eat the dog food, but I'm just saying.
What sound good about Blue Buffalo?
It sounds like buffalo wings. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, but Long John said was buffalo
wings.
Okay, Wes, can I ask you a question? What's so good about the word pedigree? What about that says that it's appetizing to Fido? What does Alpo? What about Alpo says? Wes, they advertise it to humans.
I don't disagree with you. I don't.
They advertise it to humans, bro. So it's like Fresh Pet, right? So Fresh Pet, what they be like? Hey,
be feeding cats Friskies. I mean, that don't sound like the food you want to feed them. I'm just saying.
Well, Friskies sound like an old people term for something else, but that's not my business.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to be feeding your cat Friskies. That seem a little,
Well, you might, but that's not the time nor the place. Y'all do the math. You see what it is.
That's two different conversations about two different things that you can use words for.
Hey, what they tell you, Sale?
I got that part. But
pulling down kingdom since the dawn of time. Now, anyway,
that's for the cat though. I don't think Mousy need that in his life.
Well, no,
Wes.
but no. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Okay.
What I'm saying to you, Wes, is you're not pitching it to the cat. The cat don't got no money. Who you trying to convince? The human. So you as a human, right? You're like Blue Buffalo. You look at it and they read the ingredients. Maybe you see the ad. You maybe sometimes it has some stuff in it for your dog or your cat or whatever. And you can say, I don't want to just like humans, right? Because we get this feeling subconscious. Man, I be eating junk food all the week, right? See, like, maybe I need to do better, right? So you look at the dog and you say, well, shoot, if I got to do better, so it's sort of like a sales tactic, Wes. It's kind of like, hey, I'm switching some stuff up. I agree with you, Wes. I mean, I don't think dogs are eating buffaloes, but I will say this: bison is good. So I mean,
it's crazy. What's crazy is that it's Blue Buffalo, but it's a wolf on the bag.
I never seen them by the dog with the dogs that say this it unleashes the predator in the dog. This is natural. Okay, Wes, this is a sales tactic. It's marketing.
I know, but it's called Blue Buffalo and it's got a wolf on it. I just found it interesting because I've seen this dog food before.
I knew one day. I knew one day I was like, you know what? Maybe it comes a time where you have to cut people out your life, and hearing your food choices, seeing I'm just done with you. I'm over it.
Why you don't?
I'm just over it. I'm over it.
You already know my ways. At this point, you know me already. What's the problem?
People can change and you ain't doing it, bro. I'm just trying to get you to get there.
Hey man, I've been juicing in the mornings and stuff, man. I've been doing better.
Juicing what? Hold on. That's not my business. Don't even worry about
carrots and celery and some. Well,
what's her name? Durante, hold on.
What's her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You said carrots?
Yes. Hold on.
Carrots.
Well, he might have her too, but that ain't my business. Listen, I'm not gonna front this man because we finally got him eating vegetables. Well, he drinking them, but that ain't listen. We got him eating vegetables, so we just gonna keep on down the path. Because listen, I enjoy a good vegetable. I know Westwood sometimes pick.
Yes,
he demand is consuming it. Let him have it. Let him have it. I'm glad he's enjoying his vegetables and his fruits in the morning. It is good. That being said, Wes, I do want to ask you this. If you were going to sell a brand of dog food, cat food, what in your mind would be an appropriate title to the food that would be appealing to both the human who is the consumer that's going to purchase it, but also would relate to the animal that's going to consume?
How did we get here? No, I know how we got here. It's just random.
Got a wolf on the cover, and I'm just trying to figure out what would marketing Wesley sell us. Like, how would he package it together to sort of make sense, but also sell?
I don't know.
So you don't have a better solution. So, would you have felt better if they had a picture of a buffalo on the buffalo?
More sense.
Okay,
it would make more. I just said it make more sense, but I don't know as far as the evening go. I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
I was just curious because Wes was so quick to dismiss the.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I just always thought it was weird. Blue buffalo, wolf.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Wes. If the cat food that we buy now, if they stop putting cats on the front, they had a bird on the front, but it was the same food at the same price and done the same thing for my cat, I'm still buying. I don't care if it's a bird on it, a dragon, and what. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, what is a logo? Like, for example, like you think like Food Lion, right? Nothing about Food Lion to me says lion. They got the lion in the logo. I understand the ownership piece of it, so there's some of that. But like taking that out of it, additional research, I'm like, nothing about this grocery store tells me you are the lion of food.
Hey, it does. I don't mean to cut Wes, or I don't know if Wes is gonna comment to that, but it does baffle me with some of these names. Like, where the fuck did Walmart come from? Like, what made somebody to think Walmart? And that is
Walton's Market. Walton's Market. I can answer that.
There it is. I never knew. I swear to gosh, yo, I'm today years old. Didn't know the nigga named Walton.
Yeah, Sam Walton. That's why this club is Sam's Club.
I know Sam's Club. I get that. But I didn't realize it was Walton. Yeah. Hey, I'll take that L. I'm today years old. I did not know. I swear to gosh. I was like, what the fuck is Walmart? All right. What about? All right, Brant. What about Target?
Well, that's the store you go to in the hood when you want. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that alone. 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 There's a built-in. I'm gonna leave it alone, Durante. I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh Jesus, I'm about to leave that alone. So
no, hey, that's your conversation.
I ain't got nothing for that. And with that, I'm ready to get on up out of here because Durante is going down a rabbit hole, and we can pick up said rabbit hole next week. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here because we done held y'all for.
Why can't they say 5 niggas?
Because
I'll play. I'll do that.
I bet the food smack though.
I mean, this has been the Experts About Nothing podcast, and I've been your host Wesley, and we're gonna go ahead and get y'all on up out of here for tonight. Brad, man, what you want to tell the people?
See something, say something. Check out Gifted Hands. If you're listening and not watching, Gifted Hands 08 on Instagram. Link to the website is in the bio. Get your events planned, your custom decor created, your gift items, your charcuterie, your event plan, whatever your idea is. It is a holiday season. We're here. Halloween is this upcoming Friday. And of course, we know Thanksgiving then will be in quick succession. And then obviously we get into the heart of the holiday season in December. So you got time to get on the calendar. We do have a little block time out around Thanksgiving. So if you haven't figured out your stuff for Thanksgiving, we can help you for anything before Thanksgiving. But I think what I said last week at the tail end of the show, I blocked out some time for that week following Thanksgiving. So the shop will be closed. We'll be back in on the, but nevertheless, we do have time to get you in for the Christmas holiday thing. So, let us know what we can do to help you out.
Y'all be sure to check out Gifted Hands. All right, now the big dog ain't here. We don't know where he at. He said he's gonna be here. Then last minute he said, never mind. And then he said I might join y'all later. That ain't happening either. But y'all be sure to go check out Big Dog.
Start saying Mike.
Y'all be sure to scan the QR code on the screen and go check out what he got going on. It's definitely getting cold outside now. The sun didn't even come out today. So it's quite fortunate. So it's quite cool out there. So it's definitely hoodie season. Y'all be sure to check in with the Big Dog. Get your hoodies, your joggers, your stocking hats, whatever it is that you might need. Y'all check in with the Big Dog. So yeah, y'all scan that QR code on the screen. Durante, what you want to tell the people?
Look, y'all stay safe out here. Go conquer the rest of the week. Make that money. Don't let it make you. Head on the swivel. And speaking of swivel a toothbrush in your mouth. Y'all out here with stank breath. I had a new hire today. No, yesterday, excuse me. Homeboy got a little too walked up and was like, "Hey, I'm here." Whoa. If I could turn you away for stank breath, I would, but I can't. But I'm gonna need you to brush your teeth and wash y'all's ass. All right, y'all out here just in classrooms and stuff with your ass stinking. Like it smelled like you just come in with your just got it all out there. Put soap to it.
Durante, I think you unhooked your microphone. But yeah, y'all be sure to wash. And I know because they not gonna politicize it, so ain't nobody talking about Jamaica. Jamaica is getting mollywopped by this hurricane. So y'all be sure to think about those people and all of that, because if it ain't something for political gain, people ain't gonna really talk about it like that. Just like everything that happened with Alaska, ain't nobody talking about it either, because they can't make anything off of it. They can't get your vote. They can't sway you and make you think that one person doesn't care and another one does. So with all that being said, this has been the Experts About Nothing podcast.